business off a service, make a profit.
Welcome today to the Streets of Entrepreneurs, your newest urban podcast, Till We Not. And today I want to talk to you about why I gave up the street life and became an entrepreneur. So stay tuned. I'll be right back to the Streets of Entrepreneurs.
He asks me who I do it for. I tell him I did it for the Jets, did it for the street, I did it for them niggas.
And we back. Welcome today to the Streets of Entrepreneurs. Shout out everybody watching. Subscribe, hit that like button. Today I want to talk to people on me personally. What is the trials and tribulations I had went to from being in the streets or in the hood versus now being an entrepreneur or a businessman? And what made me change my mindset from the previous lifestyle to going all in on myself, being a businessman or an entrepreneur or believing in my dreams or ambition. Because a lot of people don't have this tact to just go in on themselves. So, like how they say, let's do a little story time, a little backstory into what happened to me to make me be who I am today and not who I was before. See, before, when it came to being in the streets or being a bad kid, even outside or whatever the case may be, in that lifestyle, and I'm an 88 baby, it wasn't a trend or a fad for us to be bad or outside or gangsters, drug dealers. No. Growing up at that time, and I would say the dying end of it was because of a necessity, and we didn't have a lot of other doors opening or avenues. Like right now, you're seeing a lot of us talk about business. Back when I was a kid, seeing a lot of stuff when I was growing up, I didn't see too many people telling each other of color, black, in the community how to make a business with all of this money that people was making. That led me to also, unbeknownstly, well, we don't even want to say that. I wind up also being a victim of poverty, the low income neighborhoods, to where I started getting in trouble and hustling because I knew that I couldn't ask my grandmother to get that, and I knew that a regular job or a college degree wasn't going to get me what I wanted or seen. Fortunately, that led to me having problems with the system. So as I got older, you keep going back and forth, let's say. To some, people don't actually ask themselves why. To me, something hit me in my life or during them trials where I kept asking myself why, and then also doing different things to try to, let's say, outbeat the system or the game. And I kept getting caught, which is like nigga, it's a wrap. But it wasn't even just that. Coming from a black activist family, right? It started to dawn on me, and I started to see, why do other nationalities of people, I want to say it on these apps, are not getting the same amount of time as I did for the just worst crimes? And I kept asking myself that why. Then, finally, you have to get around a person or some hits that happen to change a person. The first millionaire I met was a brother in Sing Sing Correctional Facility. He had life. And he was asking me and telling me, I would give up all of this just to get my freedom back. And I think he was a part of, the drug cartel stuff, but I think he had killings and bodies, so he didn't meet the RICO at the time. And he also was asking me, and I think he was also Dominican Spanish brother, what do you do? So I was telling him, I got locked up for violation. He's like, what did you originally for? I was like, selling drugs. And he was like, do you know that you the lowest piece on a totem pole in this drug game? And at first, being young, I'm not really getting it. But then I'm really listening because I'm like, yo, bro, this nigga bank account statements is he's living good. And I can ask your people around. A lot of people do not live good in prison. And then he was like, do you know how to make cocaine? I'm like, no, really. I could have gave him like, yeah, I know I got a little bit of information, but I know what he was getting at. Like, am I the person that's growing the coca leaves, breaking it down? Do I know what chemicals to put into this to break down the leaves, to make the leaves turn into a powder or whatever the case may be? And no, I didn't. Then he said, you're risking your life to kill your own people. And you don't know nothing about it. And that was one of the first stages of me understanding that I needed to change a little bit different on my mindset for where I wanted to go and what I was doing it for. Then I asked myself, why am I really hustling? And it was really for money. So I wind up getting locked up again with a person of another nationality, Caucasian, white, and he had a 1.5 flat for stealing $500,000. Like how people are going down doing them 20 months for this PPP now. And in my let's say my little hood head to where I never touched or seen no type of money like that, they gave him a 1.5 flat, and excuse me, they gave him a 1.5 flat, and they gave me 4 years for a $40 civil indictment. You got to think about it sometimes. Me being locked in a cage around a whole bunch of other men, and I'm in here for, I don't even know how to do that math that good. 365, that's 12, 9, 6, you know what I'm saying? For $40. Then right after that, Bernie Madoff gets locked up for stealing $8 billion or $6 billion from all of the richest foundations and corporations, and they gave him 10 years in a Fed penitentiary that has dogs and tennis courts. And they never even got half of that money back. And I think he was didn't he die in jail or he got free? I don't even know. Who cares? But now you're getting the gist of it. Like right now in New York, it's many of people that's been in jail for years for marijuana, and then now they legalize it, but nobody of our color has a cannabis license or a cannabis business. It's a select few, but I mean that run this $1 million game that made millions on the first day that it opened up. So we getting the drifts here on why I stopped. It started making me understand that I was in the wrong lifestyle. I was in the wrong game, and I was bound to lose, and I was tired of losing.